It's an 11-hour journey from Accra to Wa. The city, whose major occupations are in the agricultural sector, is transforming. And that is where Justice Beidou is this week for the Joy Business Van. Wa is known for its various tourist sites, and there are hundreds of visitors every year. It's there you'd find the New Young Empire Hotel, one of the most popular in the city. New Young is owned by entrepreneur Stephen Mwinkaara. He left his corporate job some 4 years ago to start his own business. Stephen had never thought of being an entrepreneur, but growing up in a poverty-stricken environment, his determination in life was to succeed.
I live in a very poor environment, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe getting a meal a day was always a challenge. I went to maybe some of the best schools, or Ananose was one of the best schools at the time. It's still the best school. And I went to Tech, but all those years were challenging years because my father didn't have enough money to give me the kind of thing that I wish I had as a child. And so in me, I never told anybody, but I always wanted to make sure that one day I should give my children what my father couldn't give me.
Stephen believed education would propel him to the status he wanted to accomplish in this life. Well, it did. Before he decided to start his own business, Stephen was head of agribusiness development at Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited. So what changed?
I think my motivation for business came up when I was working for Technosef. In Technosef, after 1 year, I became a business advisor. So I had to read books around businesses to be able to advise the clients that we had, which were mostly in the rural areas. And I started looking for business opportunities for them. And it was there I noticed how much money these guys could make if they took our advice. And some of them will make money, and just for a short period, because they'll spend the money on something else. They didn't reinvest the money. So it was there I started telling my wife, one day I'll do business, and I'll do it very well.
Stephen would discover a good business idea when he started his own building project. He couldn't acquire the materials in Wa. He would head down south all the way to Kumasi to purchase the materials he needed. So he decided he would begin to sell building materials. Soon, he'd want to set up a hostel too.
A few months when the foundation was done and I didn't have money, I said, okay, let me just slow down and do a hotel. So that's how come the hotel idea was born. And it took us some time. This is between 2002, that is if you're talking about conception of the idea, and we opened last year, so it took us way beyond 13 years. People didn't know what I was doing, but I was just taking my time, doing it bit by bit, still doing the business and working for Technosef and Guinness as well.
Today, New Young Empire Hotel does 60% of the hotel bookings in Wa, and it's just like any world-class hotel.
But primarily, I wanted to offer something not just only for the Upper West people, but for people who come to Upper West to get something they would wish to get but they don't have. So if they come to Wa, they should be able to find a hotel at a standard like any other place in the world. So if you travel and you live in Holiday Inn or you live in a Golden Tulip or any resort, when you come to Wa, you find the same thing. It doesn't matter the geographical location. The other thing is I wanted to also give opportunities to my people. I believe I owe the Upper West a lot of good. I mean, I did much of my education here, and I think I also need to contribute to the development of the region. We need to develop our region. Nobody should do it for us.
And for Stephen, there are so many opportunities in the Upper West region that are yet to be tapped. He sees them every day, and he is determined to pursue them.